Hi, my name is Kevin and I collect old irons.
Hi, my name is Bruce, and I collect gasoline pressurized irons.
And Bruce, you've been collecting gasoline irons for quite some time,
About 25 years, Kevin.
and you actually refurbish these things too.
Yep, I try to make them look like they did when they came off the manufacturer's building.
And so you've come here to look at my collection and so forth. Is there anything in terms of gasoline irons in my collection that particularly impressed you?
Well, I was really impressed with that Acorn irons you have, Kevin.
You mean these?
Absolutely. Beautiful example of old American.
These are products of the Acorn Brass Manufacturing Company of Chicago, Illinois.
Acorn made various products, including this lamp from around 1912. This is a quite rare lamp. Acorn liked to triple nickel its products, thus the condition, the beautiful condition of this lamp and the condition of these irons.
The patent for the iron itself was issued in 1913 to Theodore C. Prouty of Aurora, Illinois. We also have a product review from the April 1915 issue of Hardware Dealers Magazine. We thank Dennis McDonald for this item. And besides the handle being triple nickeled, the base is enameled, much like the Coleman irons are enameled. And this makes for an extraordinarily pretty iron that's much sought after by collectors with values of something like a couple $100.
And also, like you said, makes it corrosion resistant and it lasts a lifetime.
Obviously.
Perfect.
So what we have here is we have two specimens. They are subtly different. This one was the earlier product, and this one used an external pump. This is a Coleman pump. We don't have the actual pump associated with this to pressurize the tank.
This one has the internal pump, which of course being the newer version, and it would just pump up. Pump is built into the gas tank, which is also the handle. Just pump up that way.
And you have repaired this, right?
Yes, when I first got here, Kevin, the pump was not pumping correctly because the leather pump cup needed a little repair. Additionally, the valve here was way too loose and it was not going to seal up, and the gas would have leaked out if we were to use this. And so I did tighten that up. Otherwise, this is in great repair.
Did you want to take this apart and see what the insides look like?
Real quick, we could look at the pump. And here's the check valve. So you pump air in. Check valve prevents air from getting out, and especially gas from getting out, where your danger is.
And just so you know, this does not have one of these on the inside.
Correct. And then you would just fill this with the fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Tighten it up. Give it about 20 pumps, I would guess, or less. It's a very small tank.
Now, you're just saying, as is, this might actually work?
Kevin, this one might actually work. I would like to try it.
Let's give it a try. So as we've done earlier, we are now on the porch because we are playing with fuel. The fuel is white gas. We have some in the little tank here, and I will hand this over to Bruce.
All right, well, thanks, Kevin. This is a fuel measuring can for gasoline irons. It has the exact amount that you would need in a tank to prevent spillage, which of course could cause a major disaster in your house, right? So let's go take the iron off the base. And this base does appear to be able to hold the iron perfectly like this. Listen. Add the specific amount of fuel without spilling. Replace the pump assembly. Just going to give it a quick 180. So now we need to, so the gas goes from the tank, it goes through this coil. It's going to come through this generator. It's called a generator because it generates gas from gasoline. And then from the generator it goes through the gas tube where it's atomized, and then it burns gasoline. So let's preheat this before we turn on the gas. This will get the generator nice and hot and give us the ability to start the generation process. And it will take a couple matches for this to happen, maybe. I'm just gonna have a couple just in case. So now I'm preheating the generator in preparation for turning the fuel on. Of course, before I turn the fuel on, I'll put the iron back into its base.
Is it working?
It is just getting hotter, but it's have to be very careful at it. The biggest mistake you can do is open up the fuel too early, and then fuel will just spill everywhere, and it will cause fires where you don't want fires. Right,
Good idea.
Kevin?
Good idea.
All right. I'm just doing this one more time, and then we're gonna light it up. Hope for the best.
Hope.
I think normally there would have been an asbestos torch, which would have come with the iron.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's give us a little more. See if we can get some flame here. Kevin,
Is it working?
let's apply pressure first,
Oh, okay.
Kevin. So the pump was repaired. We are now gonna do about 20 pumps. I'm jumping ahead of myself a little. Sorry about that, sir. And the pump is a little worn, so it's not pumping with every stroke, but most of the strokes. You feel it tighten up.
So is there more resistance then?
There's a little more resistance. Let's see if we have enough. All right, let's give it a try, Kevin.
Do I hear some noises?
Mm-hmm.
It is working.
It's
Can I put my fingers on here and get a feel?
not working.
Oh, there we are. Oh, so we've done it. Any final comments or anything?
No, it's a great iron. It was fun. I really appreciate you allowing me to come visit you and your wife.
We're glad to have
hold
you
iron in.
have you here, and those of you who are watching these things, keep watching if you would, subscribe and so forth. We'll see you next time.